Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Wooster, I'm going to continue with the line of questioning that Senator Shaheen began with regards to Jordan. We have, of course, a very special relationship with Israel. My guess is that all the members of this committee have been there multiple times, and we feel very deeply about a nation which shares our values in many respects, as Israel does. We also have a very important and a key relationship with Jordan. And I would anticipate that sometimes the balancing both those relationships can be a particular challenge. Right now, as you point out, a lot of issues are faced by the Jordanian government and by the king, not only as they relate to Israel, but as they relate to the Syrian refugees, to their own economic challenges, and so forth. And I guess the question is, does the administration, as you understand it, and the State Department, and you personally, do you feel that our relationship with Jordan is also key, and therefore that in fashioning our policy as it relates to the Middle East, and particularly as it relates to Israel and the region, that we need to be very, very careful that we don't put Jordan in a position where they might be inclined to draw away from us in some way. They obviously play a key role. They have with regards to security, with regards to intelligence sharing, and so forth. And the king would be under pressure given the fact that the majority of his population is Palestinian. And of course, with the peace plan that the administration put forward, there was a lot of resistance on the part of the Jordanian Palestinians, and so I'm concerned about the relationship we're going to try and maintain with Jordan, and I'd be interested in your thoughts about how we maintain that, and don't in any way signal that we only care about one of the two neighbors, but we care about both in a very substantial way.
Thank you, Senator. As you have made clear in your remarks, you recognize, and I think all observers of this scene do, the relationship between those two countries is interdependent. Israel can't be secure without the buffer that Jordan provides, and Jordan is not going to be likely very viable in terms of its own stability and economics as well without a friendly Israel next door. So I think all of us are awake to that. I can't speak for Israel, and I can't speak for Jordan, but having served out there, I know that people are eyes wide open about the realities. So Jordan and Israel, I think it's important for us to understand a baseline. They've been at peace for over 25 years since they signed an historic peace treaty in 1994. Security cooperation between the two countries remains strong, and it does so because it addresses the concerns of both countries. Politically, no secret, relations have been strained the last few years, and those tensions carry a cost with them, including in missed economic opportunities, or restate that, opportunities for economic cooperation that would benefit both of those countries. So the US government, we remain committed to strengthening diplomatic, economic, and people-to-people ties between both Jordan and Israel. In terms of the treaty, we continue to read the United States. We continue to respect that '94 treaty, and that recognizes the special role of the Hashemite kingdom in overseeing the holy shrines in Jerusalem. And we will continue to work with the governments of Jordan and Israel to identify areas of cooperation and mutual benefit. And again, because it's not only beneficial for the two of those countries, but because of the paramount concern for American officials, this is in the interest of the United States.
And from your perspective, is the king, as he's been in the past, in some respects above politics, and widely respected by the people in the country and followed with great passion and care, or is he under increasing pressure by virtue of the challenges with regards to annexation and with regards to the peace plan that was proposed by the administration?
So the king is sitting at the in the line with the Hashemite family, Hashemite royal family. He's carrying on a proud tradition which bears with it enormous credibility and legitimacy. certainly within the kingdom and also in the region, and of course here in the United States. And beyond that, like any head of state or head of government, he has to contend with the tumult that's attendant to political life anywhere. Things come along, and are you prepared for them? Or you're not. In their case, again, the exogenous shocks are overwhelming, but we're confident that they've got the right team, politically and economically, to come through this, and we're going to make sure of that as the United States, because again, the imperative here for us is it's in our interest to see that happens.
Thank you, Mr. Wooster. Mr. Chairman, I yield my time.